All right, Shalom. First and foremost, before I start this lesson, I got to give all thanks and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Wa Rakakudash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of this whole entire earth, no matter where, whom they may be, or what they may look like, pushing out this purified truth to the rest of the church who believe as well. You men who may not be teachers or prophets, to you women, sons and daughters also. And the water to Yahweh Shai, because without him enduring and going to that cross for the nation of Israel and the nation of Israel alone, none of this would even be possible whatsoever. All right? So I kind of want to get on you women a little bit. And maybe we'll see how many subscribers I'll lose off this video. Okay? And I don't make every video about the woman. So any woman who comes across this video and you get all bitter in your mind, oh well. Okay? Let's go to Sirach. Also known as the book of Ecclesiasticus. Chapter 6 and verse 6. But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman, and a scourge of the tongue which communicated with all. So you women, you being jealous over other women, whether it be your man is looking at other women, whether it be you caught your man with another woman, or you see another woman out in public and you think she's so beautiful to where you become envious of her, you despise her. You see a woman who has a man and your ass is single and bitter, you become jealous over her. Okay? You women are going to understand the hard way, more than likely for most of you, that we, the man, we are over you and you belong to us. We don't belong to you. Okay? We are not equals. What we can do, you cannot do in some cases. The Lord did not make the woman to have multiple sex partners. And some men within Israel may feel speaking about the woman is not important. But I would have to disagree on that, because it is because of the woman we all have to die. It is because of the woman the world has turned into what it's turned into today. Because of the woman and Esau. Okay? So it is important that we talk about these things. You women are going to learn that your man can have multiple women. Okay? Your man is over you. You are not over him. You are not equal to him. All right? It is a grievous matter for a man to have to tiptoe just to deal with another woman. It is a grievous matter for a man, okay, to have to turn away every time he sees you look at him when he's looking at some woman, because he don't want to get caught and he don't want to deal with your attitude. That's grievous, man. And a lot of you women, you claim to be in the truth, but you will not give your man opportunity to fully be a man. If he gets another woman, that's a deal breaker. You women would rather drop dead. You women would rather kill everybody around you before you let your man have another woman, you sharing him. Okay? So you jealous women, you're very grievous unto us, man. And the Lord, if he has to, he will replace you jealous women real soon with other women who are going to have their mind right. Okay? The Lord has women for us, whether you believe it or not. Okay? So the women we are currently with, if brothers have women, if they hold on, if they endure, they're going to be the top wives in the kingdom, man. But some of these women, no. Most of these women, it's a deal breaker when you say, I got another woman. All of a sudden, you're unavailable now. And then certain women, you tell them you got another woman, They'll deal with you for a little bit because they think that somehow they can change you and manipulate you from leaving your other woman to get with her. And that's adultery. And that's one thing about these women, you know? They'll deal with you having another woman if they come later in the picture. But the woman who's first in the picture, she's not going to share you. And then the woman who comes later in the picture, who's willing to share you, her whole mentality is to steal you away from the other woman. And that's wicked as hell, man. Okay? The Lord got you women. He has something coming for you. Death and destruction is coming for you evil ass women. Okay? Let's go to 2 Samuel. This is the book of 2 Samuel. I believe it's chapter... Let's try 6. This is 2 Samuel chapter 6 and verse 13. And he said... Actually, this is 2 Kings, my bad. 2 Samuel chapter 6 and verse 13. And it was so that when they bare the ark of the Lord had gone 6 paces, he sacrificed oxen and fatlings. And David danced before the Lord with all his might, showing you that David was an Israelite. David was a so-called Negro from the tribe of Judah. And Judah loved dancing. Judah, man, we love to get down, man. All right? Where was I at? And David danced before the Lord with all his might. And David was girded with a linen ephod. So David and all the house of Israel brought up the ark of the Lord with shouting and with the sound of the trumpet. And as the ark of the Lord came into the city of David, Michal, Saul's daughter, looked through a window and saw King David leaping and dancing before the Lord, and she despised him in her heart. And they brought the ark of the Lord and set it in its place in the midst of the tabernacle that David had pitched for it. And David offered burnt offerings and peace offerings before the Lord. And as soon as David had made an end of offering burnt offerings and peace offerings, he blessed the people in the name of the Lord of hosts. And he dealt among all the people, even among the whole multitude of Israel, as well to the women as men. To everyone a cake of bread, and a good piece of flesh, and a flagon of wine. So all the people departed, everyone to his house. So everything was all good, right? Everything's in harmony. Okay? Then David returned to bless his household. And Michal, the daughter of Saul, came out to meet David and said, "How glorious was the king of Israel today, who uncovered himself today in the eyes of his handmaids, of his servants, as one of the vain fellows shamelessly uncovereth himself." So here it is, Michal, David's wife, Saul's daughter, was jealous over David. Because here it is, David is celebrating. He's dancing before the Lord. He's dancing in front of women, having a good time, as men like to do, right? And then you have his jealous wife peeking through the window, and then has the audacity to call herself confronting him. And you know, her being a so-called black woman, which she was a Benjamite, she would have been a so-called West Indian, okay? And you know, them women are spicy as hell with their attitude, man. Okay? So her being jealous over David, she had the audacity to want to speak against him. And you know, she was doing the neck roll, the back and forth roll. Probably had her fingers pointing at him. Okay? That's what's wrong with you women. You women really think you're equal to us, man. And here it is. This is King David. How much more do brothers have to go through when we are not in our power, man? Dealing with these rebellious, evil, jealous ass women. okay? Who really think they can do everything that we can do, okay? 2 Samuel chapter 6. In verse 21. And David said unto Michal, it was before the Lord which chose me before thy father. So David had to tell her, like, look, man, the Lord's dealing with me. All right? The Lord is with me. Who the hell are you to try to come and confront me about what I'm doing when the Lord is with what I'm doing? Okay? But here comes your jealous ass running out your mouth because you see me around these women. Okay? And you wasn't involved at the time. You was just mad because you was on the outside looking in, literally. And a lot of you women, you're going to be like Michal. You're going to be on the outside looking in, wishing that you was with a man of the Lord. Okay? Let's go forward. And I will yet be more vile than dust. So David's like, you know what? If that offended you, that ain't all I'm going to do to offend you. Okay? And will be, matter of fact, let's read this again. 2 Samuel 6 and 22. And I will yet be more vile than dust, and will be base in my own sight, and of the maid servants which thou hast spoken of them shall I be had in honor. Therefore Michal, the daughter of Saul, had no child until the day of her death. So David was like, okay, if me celebrating the Ark of the Covenant and dancing in front of these women offended you, not only am I going to do that, I'm going to put your ass in timeout for the rest of your life. You ain't getting this ride no more. But all these women you saw me dance in front of and you got jealous over, I'm going to make all them my wives. And you're going to be on the outside looking in. Okay? And that's what's going to happen to a lot of you women, because you got a goddamn mouth on you. And you don't know when to be quiet, okay? Because Esau has given you liberty to lose your mind, okay? Now Michal, she was the daughter of Saul. So all of you jealous women who have a problem with your man having another woman, you may be of the house of Saul, just like Michal, who was literally Saul's daughter, okay? Let's go to 1 Samuel. First Samuel chapter 18 and verse 6. And it came to pass, as they came, when David was returned from the slaughter of the Philistines, that the women came out of all cities of Israel, singing and dancing to meet King Saul with tabrets, with joy, with instruments of music. And the women answered one another as they played and said, Saul has slain his thousands, and David his 10,000s. So here it is, the women on the sideline being cheerleaders, being groupies, being fanatics, okay, being man fans, as women are supposed to be. They were talking about King Saul going to war and slaughtering a lot of men, okay? But then when they brought up King David, they were like, look, he's killed even more men, okay? Then, guess what happened? Let's get into it. And remember, the parable goes, mother like daughter or daughter like mother. I believe it's mother like daughter, right? Well, in this case, it's father like daughter. Because just like Michal, who was Saul's daughter, got jealous over David, her dad also got jealous over David. Okay? So you women who are of that nature, you might be of the house of Saul. This is verse 8. This is where Saul became jealous of David. And Saul was very wroth, and the saying displeased him. And he said, They have ascribed unto David 10,000s, and to me they have ascribed but thousands. And what can he have more but the kingdom? So here it is, Saul's already king, but he's getting jealous over David because the women are peeping David more than they're peeping him. And a lot of men do that today. You'll have a bunch of women choosing up, and you got some punk, bitter, bitch-made nigga on the sideline, bitter because the women are choosing you, all right? But you women, you gonna get in order, man. All of you women, if you don't get in order, okay, you gonna be destroyed. If you wanna give your man a hard time because you saw him at the restaurant with some other woman and you just can't do it no more, okay? If he's in this truth, the Lord gonna destroy you for that, man. Especially if you go to another man, okay? You women out there, you see your man, he's talking to some woman, you might be out shopping with him, you turn around, he ain't next to you, he all of a sudden is talking to some female, and you catching an attitude, who's this bitch? The Lord got women like you, man. All you're doing is showing that you're probably of the house of Saul, okay? The house of jealousy, wicked jealousy, because you have good jealousy as well, all right? And one thing about jealousy, jealousy is a man's trait. You women have no right to be jealous over your man dealing with another woman, having fun with other women. As long as those other women ain't dealing with men, he's all good. He just has to deal with a scorpion every time he has some other woman on the side, if he gets caught. So now what does he do? He has to sneak around and tiptoe around you because you don't understand, you don't get it, okay? You thinking if a man so-called cheats, which there's no such thing, you think that means he don't love you. If a man has another woman, that don't mean he's going to leave you. That's what y'all do, because it's not natural for a woman to have multiple sex partners, okay? If a woman has two men, eventually one of those men are going to be cut off. But if a man has two women, if able, he's going to keep hold of both of those women and care for both of those women, okay? Because a man can love multiple women. It's not in a woman to love multiple men. She can use multiple men, okay? But that don't make it right, okay? So at the end of the day, you women, most of you are not going to get in order. So you are going to die out here, man. And we're coming into that time real soon. This is the book of Proverbs. This is Proverbs chapter 6. In verse 34. For jealousy is the rage of a man. Therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. He will not regard any ransom, neither will he rest content, though thou givest many gifts. Jealousy is a man's trait. You females being jealous over your man having another woman, you are acting masculine. That is wicked as hell, man. You should see it as more help. You should see it as another sister, okay? And not only that, you don't want your man sneaking around. Well, you force him to sneak around, because if he told you he had another woman, you gonna leave him, and then you gonna commit adultery on him, and that don't feel good, man. So now a man has to tiptoe around you if he decides he wants another woman, okay? So that jealousy nonsense that you women is on, you better cut it the hell out before the Lord cut you out of the earth. Jealousy is a male trait. Yahweh's jealous, man. Yahweh Shai is jealous. The men of the Lord, we're jealous, all right? For jealousy is the rage of a man. Therefore, he will not spare in the day of vengeance. So if a man pops another man's wife, that man whose wife got popped, he gonna be looking forward to killing that other man. And when he run up on that man getting caught slipping, he might say, look, man, don't kill me. Please, I apologize. Look, I'll give you my car, man. Just don't kill me. Look, I'll give you my last dollar in my pocket. I'll give you the shoes on my feet. Just don't kill me. That man is so full of rage. He's like, you know what? There's nothing you can do to buy me off. I want your life. And that's why a lot of men are out here getting put to death, sleeping with another man's wife. And that's a lesson right there. Because adultery is a big thing here in Babylon. And I don't feel like men within Israel talk about it enough. We talk about it, but we need to talk about that a little more, man. Because our people are out here running amok with that adultery nonsense. And for you women, adultery is a man who has sex with another man's wife. A man sleeping around with different women, whether you know it or behind your back, that's not adultery. As long as they're not dealing with other men. So jealousy is a man's trait. Okay? Sirach, also known as the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 36 and verse 24. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, a pillar of rest. So when a man gets a woman, that becomes his possession. Yes, that's his property. And the thing with you women, you think we belong to you. That's why you have a problem with us dealing with multiple women, because you think we belong to you. We don't belong to you. You belong to us. Okay? Now, when you get with that man, he is your husband. Okay? That is the man you need to go to for your protection, you know, your sexual needs and all that. But he is not your possession. You are his possession. He is your head. Okay? How in the hell is someone's possession going to tell them what to do? How in the hell, if you got 3 cars, you go and drive one of your cars is talking about what the hell you doing driving that car? Hell no. Okay? It's not going to happen. But here it is, our women, they don't belong to us right now. They belong to Esau, and they're under the mentality of Esau. And that's why they act the way they do today. That's why it's a waste of time to be trying to go into the scriptures with the majority of women. Okay? And I've picked up on women early in the world. So I was already kind of up on women before I came to the truth. The truth just sharpened me up even more, man. Okay? But you have a lot of men in today's society, they're very cowardly when it comes to women. They tiptoe when dealing with women because, you know, they ain't really dealt with that many women. Not all brothers have dealt with that many women. Okay? I've dealt with plenty of women. And one thing that I do know, okay, all of them are wicked. Every last one of them. Okay? Jeremiah 29. Jeremiah 29 and verse 6. Take ye wives and beget sons and daughters, and take wives for your sons. Okay? It didn't say take sons for your, it didn't say take husbands for your daughters. It said take wives for your sons. Why? Because the woman belongs to the man. And give your daughters to husbands. Why? Because the woman belongs to the man. That they may bear sons and daughters, that ye may be increased there and not diminished. So when a man gets a wife, he gets a possession. When a woman gets with a man, she belongs to him. But this society tells her different. If a man gets jealous over his woman, he's insecure today. If a man doesn't allow his woman to be a whore, he's insecure. If a man wants to be a man, he's toxic. All these crazy ass doctrines of this world, man. That's why the Lord is going to destroy the majority of people in this society, man. All you sodomites, okay? All you wicked Israelites who uplift that, all you Israelites who are in other men's matters when they're dealing with other women, and you want to gossip like a bunch of bitches, okay? All you Israelites who mock this word, all you Israelites who are into that woman worship, the Lord is going to beat your ass, man. You think I'm playing though, right? You don't think the Lord's going to beat your ass? Matter of fact, let's get that right quick. And you women, you don't got to worry about the men of the Lord putting their hands on you. The Lord's going to beat your ass. All right? Let's go to the book of 2nd Ezra'S, chapter 16 and verse 11. The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence. A lot of you women are going to get caught up in the missiles, and you're going to get caught up with getting blasted by concentrated fire by them chariots, man. You're going to get your ass beat to powder, man. The Lord's going to beat y'all's ass. And the Lord ain't going to have to worry about Esau trying to handcuff him, talking about domestic violence. The Lord is going to kill a lot of women, man. And you know what? Esau may take my page down after this. Or he might suspend my page after this. That sucks. Oh well. Got to keep the work going, okay? We got to do our job, man. And see, a lot of you Israelites, you hold back because you scared to lose, man. Or you scared to take what seems to be losses. We don't lose nothing. Anything that we lose, we already gained it. All we got to do is hold on. All right? Proverbs. Chapter 9. In verse 6. Forsake the foolish and live, and go in the way of understanding. And these women, they don't have the understanding. So don't be trying to go to all sorts of different women and break down the scriptures to them. Don't be trying to use the scriptures to turn women into princesses of Zion, man. The majority of these women want to stay whores and sluts, man. Okay? Whores need chores, man. They got too much time on their hands. And then they're dealing with these niggas. Okay? These thugs need hugs, and these whores need chores, man. Okay? This whole world is destroyed. This whole world is defiled, man. Okay? Under the vibration of women worship. So you gotta, literally get out the mind frame of trying to teach all these women, because they women. Look, most of these women, they ain't your sister, man. They your enemy. Let's go to verse 12. If thou be wise, thou shalt be wise for thyself. But if thou scornest, thou alone shalt bear it. A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing. Okay? So these women, they're vain as hell. They're stupid. Okay? All they want to do is seek for pleasure. And the biggest supporters of sodomites are women. The biggest supporter of these beta male men out here are women. The biggest supporters of do what thou wilt are women. The biggest supporters of women running amok and being sluts and whores are women. And the men follow behind because the men of today are no longer leaders. They just want to make women happy. The Lord's going to kill all you wicked, evil men. He's going to move you out the way. Okay? And all you wicked, evil women, if the Lord don't see fit to allow you to repent, you are going to have a horrible death, man. The Lord is going to bring you your worst fear, whether you believe it or not. Okay? You women for far too long have had your way. You've had your time to rule, and look what you've done. Okay? You got men out here dying early. You got men out here becoming sodomites. Okay? You got men out here. Matter of fact, I need to bring out this lesson too. There is a man who killed all 3 of his children because his wife committed adultery and brought home an STD to him. So he told that bitch basically, look, which was stupid, but he told that bitch, look, I'm gonna kill your whole family off. He killed himself and all 3 of his children. And that stupid ass broad has to live with it for the rest of her life. But these women are so much whores and sluts, she's probably over it already. You women are very evil, man. You're very dark for the majority of you. And then for you women who aren't, what are you doing? You're not speaking up against it. You're allowing it. You women, you have a problem with your man having multiple women, right? But you don't get on these women who are dressing like whores and sluts. If you don't want your man to look, why don't you get on the women if you care so much? You women are hypocritical, man. You're full of shit, and the Lord is going to humble you soon. Okay? We at the end of the world, man. The RFID chip, okay, the grain of rice is coming. You women, you better find you a man of the Lord. And if you don't got a man of the Lord and you got a man already, you better stay with that man. Okay? And I advise you women, okay, if you ever come to this page and you got a husband, please do not watch my videos. I'd rather you listen to my videos. I'd rather you just put the video on, set the phone down, or you have something known as YouTube Premium. If you could get YouTube Premium, you know, pay that monthly subscription, you could actually play YouTube videos with your phone on sleep mode. So I advise you women, please, for me, for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shine, for me, if you watch my videos and you got a husband, I don't mind you watching my videos, just turn the phone away, because it's not really important what we look like. You really shouldn't even be listening to our videos as it is, but you do need to receive the word, because maybe through your belief you can wake your husband up. Okay? Yeah, man. Jealousy from a woman is very grievous. It's not for y'all to do. Job chapter 39 and verse 17. Because the power hath deprived her, who is her? The woman in general. Of course, starting with the so-called black woman, but all the Israelite women, all these women are silly, man. They need guidance, man. Women are silly on their own. A woman will say, well, if you can have another woman, I should be able to sleep around too. No, you dumb bitch. That's not how it works. Okay? See, when a man gets with another woman, she's on her knees for him. But when a man commits adultery on her husband, she's on her knees for another man. Women naturally submit to a man when they're having sexual intercourse. You women naturally submit in the bedroom. So when you commit adultery and you sleep with another man, you're submitting to another man. Not only is that adultery, that's idolatry, because you're going to find out soon that your man is your God. You can't get through to Yahweh Shai without going through us. Okay? Job 39 and 17. Because the power had deprived her of wisdom, neither had he imparted to her understanding. That's why these women don't understand why we can have multiple women and they can't sleep around. That's why women don't understand that we are stronger than them. Okay? Now, there are women who are strong. There are women who are athletic. But if you take a man, okay, and you take a woman and they do the exact same measurements of training, he will naturally outperform her. Okay? We ain't talking about no sodomite who's skinny like a toothpick. He like 5'4". But even then, he probably would end up being stronger than the majority of you women. because you women are the weaker vessel. Matter of fact, you so weak that you break down, you flip when you see or hear that your man is dealing with another woman. You claim to be in this truth, but the one thing you can't hurdle over is him having multiple women. Do you not think the Lord can kill you for that? Do you not think that that's not a measurement worth getting you replaced and debased? Put on your face? These women don't have the understanding, brothers. They don't got it, man. Most of them. But even the ones that got it, you know, you still gotta tolerate it, you know. Ecclesiastes chapter 25 and verse 8. Well is him that dwelleth with a wife of understanding, and that hath not slipped with his tongue, and that hath not served a man more unworthy than himself. So these women were not given the understanding. But if you're a man who's been placed with a woman who has some understanding, she can understand that a man can have multiple women, and she don't really give you too much of a headache. She might trip a little bit, but she ain't leaving you for it. She ain't sleeping around because of you doing that. Okay? That's beautiful, man. But most women are not going to allow that because they're evil. And they believe if a man sleeps around, it's because he doesn't love her. If a man sleeps around, it's because he's full of lust. These women have no place to try to tell a man what a man is or how to be a man. You women need to learn to shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Okay, just shut up, man. Or the Lord is going to shut you up. I promise you that, man. And you know, we don't just walk around with a, how can I explain it? Like, I don't just walk around just looking for women to rebuke. Most of the time, my lessons are not just based around women, okay? But you women do not get a pass just because you're women. That is a thing of this world, man. Yahweh Shimmy Awashai don't care about that. Yahweh Shimmy Awashai doesn't give a damn about something called domestic violence. Because the Lord himself, again, he's going to beat y'all's ass. For the majority of you who don't want to get right, the Lord got you. You say you can cook. You say you can clean. Okay? You say you know how to please him in the bedroom, but he's supposed to just look at you and you alone. Because you're trying to conform him to thinking like you. Because you're trying to wrap your measly female mind around why would a man want to sleep around? What would make him do that? Okay? You're not us. You ever heard of that term, opposites attract? We different. A real man and a woman is different. Now, you might have a lot of similarities with these punk niggas out here, these wimps, but a real man and a woman, we're different, man. We're different. We're not the same. But it's beautiful when we're in harmony together. I love women. I think women should be taken care of when they're in their right mind. But I also think they need to be judged and took out the earth when they out here running amok, being demons, man. So if you got a wife that understands, that's a blessing. But overall, man, it's wise to just keep it to yourself, man. You got a woman, keep it to yourself. That's just my opinion. Do what you want. Proverbs 12 and 23. And me personally, I only got one wife. And that's by choice. Okay? A prudent man concealeth knowledge, but the heart of fools proclaimeth foolishness. So you have to learn when to conceal this knowledge. And when you're around women, that is not the time to be trying to pull out the scriptures and say, hey, listen here, baby, let me show you that you're an Israelite. Let me show you that you're a princess. Let me show you how beautiful you are and who you are. No. Okay? No. We always walk in the Spirit. We're always in the Spirit as much as possible, man. Of course, there's times we may not be as in the Spirit as others. But we're constantly trying to walk in the Spirit. But that don't mean when you dealing with some woman, especially if you just met her, you telling her your whole life story, you telling her that you out here teaching. Don't do that, man. Okay? Be discreet. Not because you're ashamed. If you were ashamed, why would you even come out here and do this? That would be stupid. It's not because you're ashamed, it's because you're wise. It saves you the hell, the stress that comes from it. You're gonna have a 3-hour conversation with her trying to figure out why would a man want to have another woman. I know the Bible says that, but I just don't get it. I don't see why. Shut up. That's why. Because you need to shut your fucking mouth. Okay? Let's go to this is the book of Sirach, chapter 39, and verse 24. As his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked. So the reason why you women can't really get this truth, for the majority of you, the reason why you don't have that understanding, the Lord took that understanding from you because you're a fool. Okay? You're not all the way there. That's why you have all these mood swings. The demons that are on you. Okay? The demons that come from the Semens. All right? You sleeping around and being a whore. That affects your spirit, woman. That's why a lot of you women, think about who you were before you lost your virginity. Before you had any encounters with any man sexually, and look who you become after sleeping around. You've totally changed because of all those different spirits that have went in you, man. It's altered you. Back when you were a virgin, you were all head over heels. When the guy took your virginity, you were in love. Then maybe he dumped you or whatever the case, then you became this scorned female. Ever since then, you've just been a whore, right? And as you sleep around more and more, you become worse and worse and worse. Your spirit is more darker and darker by the penis. As his ways are plain unto the holy, so us men in this truth, we get it, man. We understand. So are they stumbling blocks into the wicked. And the wicked is Esau Edom. And you women, you follow behind Esau Edom. Okay? Esau Edom is the wicked. He don't get it. You're wicked also because you follow Esau and you don't get it. That's why you got issues. That's why the majority of you women, you know, you have this bitterness within you, and you have a pride within you to where you cover up that you're not happy. You think because you got a good job, you got a car, and a dog at home that you're happy. But the Lord placed it in your spirit to want to be with somebody. It's not in a woman to be alone. All that is fake. Now, there are women who can bear it, okay? But it's not in a woman to be alone, just like it's not in a man to be alone. But there's a lot of men who'd rather be alone because you women are that bad. Okay? So this truth is a stumbling block unto the wicked. Let's stay in Sirach and jump to 43. What is that, 13, is it? Sirach 43, man, what is that scripture where it talks about, man, of the woman came wickedness? Let me see if I can find that right quick. I know it's in Sirach though, in the Apocrypha. Okay, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 42 and verse 13. For from the garments cometh a moth, and from women wickedness. Okay, and the ways of the Lord is a stumbling block unto the wicked. Women brought wickedness into the world. It's no wonder these bitches don't get it. It's no wonder you gotta have you gotta have a hideout. You gotta have tinted windows. You gotta have all this extra crap just to sneak around with a woman, because you sneaking around with a woman, your other woman find out. Now she just goes crazy and haywire. Now she letting some other man pop her, right? Or now she's, whatever the case may be, it gives you hell because you are just being who you are. You are being an Israelite man, and it's making you go through all this stress, right? But that's why the Lord has to be the one to humble our women. Only he can do that. And it's going to be a miracle when the Lord shows these women from jump. It was supposed to be the man over the woman. It was the Lord that made it where these women are over us for now. But that's a new thing. Let me see if I can grab that in Jeremiah. This is Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 31 and verse 22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. So the reason why women have compassed us men in today's society is because the Lord is punishing us for that. It's not because it's how it's supposed to be. Okay? It's a two-edged sword. The Lord is punishing us using women. Okay? But the Lord is also going to punish these women for doing that. Okay? Let's go to Amos. This is why we need Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. When we go against the Lord, things don't go well for us. See if I can find this verse. Man, where's it at? I'll just go to the other one. I'll go to Amos 7 and 17. Therefore, thus said the Lord, thy wife shall be a harlot in the city. So it's a curse that our women are whores, man. The fact that the majority of men who get a woman, that woman has already been popped by another man. Okay? That's a curse. Which means if she goes to another man and that man before her is still alive, according to the law in Romans 7, she's a whore. So our women are harlots in the city, meaning you ain't the only man that she done slept with in your city. Okay? It don't necessarily mean your wife is on the corner late night selling herself, but the fact that these women have been with multiple men before they got with you and me, they're whores, man. But then you end up liking her, then you end up loving her, and you care about her just like you would if she was a virgin when you met her. So now your wife is a hoe. The wives that we had in our past lives, they're back here today being whores and sluts, man. Come on. That's why we need Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai to deliver us, man. These women have to be put in order because they're not humble. These women really feel like they'll never have a downfall. But that's what pride has done unto them. Okay? Let's go to Sirach 25. Sirach 25 and 13. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman, and any affliction but the affliction from them that hate me, and any revenge but the revenge of enemies. So the woman, the majority of these women are our enemies. If you are a real man, these women are your enemy. And I'm not saying that to divide your household. Look, I got a woman. In fact, I've been with my woman going on 16 years. So you can't say, oh, who hurt you? Who made you feel this way? First of all, bitch, who's probably single, I've been with a woman for going on 16 years. And I still come out here and tell you bitches about yourself. So I don't want to hear it. Okay? I don't want to hear it. There is no head above the head of the serpent, and there is no wrath above the wrath of the enemy. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. The wickedness of a woman changeth her face, and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. So these bitches are evil, man. And you can look at a bitch's face and tell, like, man, she evil. She got a dark presence about her, man. Okay? At the end of the day, us men in this truth, we understand that these women ain't really gonna get it right now because we're not in our power. But we're coming into our power. We're coming into greatness, man. We're coming into a change of worlds. And before that change of worlds come, these women will be putting order on this side. The majority are gonna die though. Okay? Let me see, I might pull out where we at on the time here. Let's go to this is Matthew 26. You know, I gotta add balance. I'm gonna leave it with this, man. I don't want you women feeling like I'm woman bashing. No. It is what it is. I hate wicked men and I hate wicked women. That's all. Matthew chapter 26 and verse 13. Verily I say unto you, wheresoever this gospel shall be preached in the whole world, there shall also this that this woman had done be told for a memorial of her. Matter of fact, let's jump back. Let's start at 6. Now when Yahushua was in Bethany, in the house of Simon the leper, there came unto him a woman having an alabaster box of very precious ointment, and poured it on his head as he sat at meat. But when his disciples saw it, they had indignation, saying, to what purpose is this waste? For this ointment might have been sold for much and given to the poor. When Yahushua understood it, he said unto them, why trouble ye the woman? For she hath wrought a good work upon me. For ye have the poor always with you, but me you have not always. Man, that's real. For in that she hath poured this ointment on my body, she did it for my burial. Verily I say unto you, wheresoever this gospel shall be preached in the whole world, there shall also this that this woman hath done be told for a memorial of her. So all of you women who are doing good works, all of you women who are trying, okay, you will be recognized. You will be remembered, all right? But you have to wait on the Lord to increase your situation, okay? Quit thinking your man, just because he's looking at some other woman, he about to leave you. The only thing you need to be concerned about is praying to the Lord that your man never sleeps with a woman who's taken, and pray that your man never catches an STD to bring back home to you. That's all you need to be concerned about. Okay, you don't need to be all up in your man's business, but there are women who are going to be saved. Okay, there are women who are out here doing good works. Okay, all women are not just gonna die. Okay, just because you're a woman, that means you're gonna die. That's not what this is. Okay? So I want to close it there. I'll close it with this. Listen to this. Sirach chapter 25 and verse 1. In 3 things I was beautified and stood up beautiful, both before the power and men. The unity of brethren, the love of neighbors, a man and a wife that agree together. Agree. You women are always disagreeable. You're always trying to pinpoint something. You're always looking for a flaw. When you talk, you're talking in circles. You can't just get to the point. All you need to do is shut up and agree with your man. Especially a man in this truth, because he's not going to lead you wrong. Especially not intentionally. Okay? You women need to start being in more agreement with your husbands before the Lord kill you. Okay, and what do I mean by that? You need to agree with what the scripture says. If your husband has a certain code he lives by, and it don't go against the scriptures, you need to agree with it. Because you belong to him, not the other way around. So I'm going to close it there. It's been about an hour. So I'm going to go on ahead and give all thanks and praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Wawakakwadash. Until my next lesson, Lord willing, Shalom.